I believe functional brands are at risk at this moment. I believe they will become under an enormous amount of price pressure if they're not conscious about the evolution. Let me explain. If you look at the way that we as consumers will look for products, I think that will fundamentally change in the next few years. I already made a video about that called The Future of Search, in which I said that today, we take our computer, we type, or our phone, and we type in whatever we want to look for, and that's what we call that customer journey. We look for information, we get obsessed by something, we buy it, or we don't buy it, and so on and so on. You know how that goes. The moment that products like Amazon Echo, or all those virtual assistants like Siri, virtual assistant from Google, Cortana from Microsoft, when they really work well, and that is something that we expect that will happen in the next 2 or 3 years, probably our search will be done more through voice commands. So we will ask our phone to find us a flight to Barcelona, for instance, or we will ask our Google Home machine to look for a hotel in Paris. Imagine what that will do with functional brands. If you have a functional relationship, and if you're in an industry where there's less emotion involved, let's take insurance for a second, where most consumers don't really care about which party they are insured with, as long as it's a good price quality, you know what I mean? And at that point, when you ask your Google Assistant, hey Google, I need a new insurance for a new car, well, at that moment, we outsource that customer journey to an artificial intelligence system made by Google. And eventually, they will probably come up with 1 or 2 or maybe 3 good offers for us, and we will choose one of them. After a while, when our virtual assistant gets to know us, maybe they will make that selection for us. So that means if you're in a category or a market where it's more functional and where people are more driven by price than with the branded value, I think price pressure will be higher in those markets, and I think it will be very, very difficult to reach out to consumers and win the business directly with them, because they won't find you anymore. They outsource that to a virtual assistant. So that means that we now have like a window of opportunity of 2 to 3 years, maybe max 5 years, to figure out a way. If you're in an industry like that, imagine you're in the insurance industry, figure out a way to boost that emotional relationship in the next few years so that your brand value increases rapidly, because you will need that to ask for a premium price. If you don't succeed in building that premium relationship, you won't be able to get that premium price, and the pressure on your margins will be extremely, extremely high. Bad news, but the good news is you have that window of opportunity, because we're not there yet, but you can see it coming, and you can clearly see what to do. So this was a very short video in which I wanted to tell you about why I really believe that functional brands are at risk, but at the same time, I truly believe that now in the next few years, we have a huge opportunity to do something about that. Share the video with your friends in functional industries, subscribe to the channel, and see you again in one of the next episodes. Bye-bye.